To say that Jeet Kune Do is just about fighting is like holding up one frame of film from a movie and saying this is the entire movie. It's so limited. There's so much more to it than just that. Yes, it is an important part of it, but it is only a part of it, you know? And what good is it if you spend your entire life, like I've met people because of my years in the art and through Dan, that's all they've done, you know, is they spent 20 years training for that fight, and it never came. And now they've just realized that I spent 20 years of my life training for something that never ever occurred. You know, like, what have I done? I could have been doing so much more. And so yeah, Bruce, yes, he was a street fighter. Yes, he looked at it from that way on the physical component, but that's what I said. That's why the philosophical component is so important. You know, what is it about it what makes victory so important to you? What comes after victory? You know, where do you go from there? Those kind of, like I said, one of my favorite quotes from him in one of the books is about the whole idea is to round you up to be a complete person. And then he says, to be a man of freedom is more important than to be a great fighter. Somebody who's free, who can do this stuff. And that's what I said. That's like the yin yang. You know, you can, just like Forrest got him up there, you got partiality, where you could become so involved in the physical that you become what we call physically bound. Or you can become so enmeshed in the philosophy and the theory that you become intellectually bound. And that's that thing of running to extremes, like that. Okay? The idea is to combine them both in harmony. And that within the physical side there exists the mental side, and within the mental side there exists the physical side. That's one of the reasons why, if you understand what the yin yang is there as it relates to Jeet Kune Do or anything, you know, people say that. And most of us, we see that like that as a flat picture. But that's A, it's not flat, and B, it's never ever stationary. The yin yang is constantly moving. Is everything in the universe constantly in a state of movement, seeking dynamic balance, but never quite finding it. And that, like I said, if you understand that, you know, the soft and the hard, in your physical techniques, guys go, well, it's this. Well, you know what? If I slip a punch and I dissolve the force by using yin, and then when I slip that punch, I nail you with a shot, that's my yang, right? It's combinations of it. So, again, understanding that. If you understand that, if you understand what using no way as way, having no limitation as limitation means as it relates to what you're doing here, it's very, very important that you understand what the actual philosophical meaning of that is. You know, like I said, it's not about just use whatever you want. No way, I can do whatever I want. It's nothing to do with that. It's about not becoming boxed in, locked in, be it a way of thinking, a way of training, a way of acting, because any way is by itself restrictive. You know, because if something's this, it's automatically not that. It denies all of the other that's. And so, as I said, if you follow Bruce's complete evolution, he came to the conclusion, and they talk about it on that DVD, that he realized that even the art that he created had become a way, because if it was a way of interception, then anything that wasn't interception was automatically excluded from that. And he realized that that was partiality. So the idea, again, was to do away with that whole idea.